An eye for an eye. Forgive and forget. Revenge is mine, says the Lord. Are there crimes that are unimaginable, unforgivable, and unforgettable? Can diminished responsibility ever be a legitimate defense for a well-calculated vicious attack on innocent worshippers? Can the rule of law ever pertain to the perpetrators of the unthinkable? Can the pro-life stance of the Catholic Church be the saving grace for their persecutors? And if these tormentors were ever released from prison, would they ever do it again? In part 1 of Untold Stories, The Cathedral Massacre, we delved into the history of the Catholic Church, their sins and sacrilege, the instituting of the papal bull authorizing torture and burning anyone opposing Catholicism. We recounted the most devilish act ever perpetrated by the world's largest religious organization. We also told the stories of those who have persecuted Christians for their own amusement. Then, we met Primus Senqua, a St. Lucian national who was deported from the United States after confessing to destroying several idols in Catholic churches in New York City. Senqua returned home, but less than a week later, he would be in police custody on suspicion of arson and murder at the Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception on December 31st, year 2000. When the smoke cleared, it would be peace and love who confessed to the brutal attack. I sat down with a very jovial and engaging Kim John and Francis Philip behind the walls of the Bodley Correctional Facility. They candidly recounted the story of their impoverished childhood, the mental and physical abuse they suffered at the hands of their parents, their search for religious affiliation, and their eventual subscription to the teachings of Rastafari. Kim recounted the encounter with a voice in the wind and the careful plans to burn down the Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception. They took us on a journey from procuring the accelerant meant to start the fire to their final prayers outside the Derek Walcott Square before they walked in to burn down Babylon. What happened when you entered the church?
So then when we enter, the one that was patrolling, I just, we see like I wet him with the gas, and I just touch him with the fire stick, and then let him go about his business. You check it?
Why the man screaming? You didn't see a woman screaming?
So he screamed.
I think man, when they're on fire, they're screaming
more than a female.
Yes, you see for a bouncer, you see for the wickedness that is going on in this world today, and the advantage. And to reach a point where you reach defenseless in a situation, no hold bars. That is where you see who are the true leaders and who are the sufferers, right? And them man give us a fight, because you know.
Past the bouncer, what happens next?
Just the same, continue, we wait whoever it is.
Second one.
And third, and you know. And in the space of, what a miracle. A church of, say, 400 and something people. On less than maybe 7-8 minutes, the whole church is clear.
Yes.
We saw people on crutches. People left their backs, maybe like crippled from young days, you know.
And they was running like...
And you hear just...
It's like rats.
And the whole church.
Silent, to check it.
Man,
no scream.
Man.
When people bawling and so, no, all of us is doing, the ones that on fire, they try to out them, if the Bible hitting one on his head, you check it. Or the others, they're pushing him away, like in the second part where, There's
no unity there.
Like no
There's
unity, no brother,
God.
no sister
it's like,
love there. It's
the
just
thing they are saying, like, to go to heaven you must die, right? And for the preacher, the people telling you that, nobody wants to go to heaven that day.
No.
It is like only we alone want to go to heaven
because I
because...
remember that same Christmas time, they still had the Roman food in the house.
So after that, they went to... Yes, so it's like knowing that we have peace. with the Roman Empire there. We know the history of these people.
Yeah.
We know his death we face it there.
So there's no fear in us, no regrets.
And to see these people that day that don't want to go to heaven.
On that day.
And we want to go to heaven because
you can see when you die, you go to heaven.
And nice.
Yes, and the same nice death you'll face
so
there.
So all that, is part of the force too. So we went through. Farahan got caught on fire.
Yes, I do.
My feet got on fire.
Yes, some guys on his feet.
Yeah, at the back, someone
that's the flesh.
Tell me about Sister Teresa.
We passed through. The priest was there. He ran. He come back, he slammed a door in my face.
What did he do?
When you come on top, they have a place and they call a holy of holies.
The
altar.
No, there was
seat. So there was seat there.
A front seat it is.
Right, so he passed to the side, maybe a sacristy, I think they call it, to the back, or the front, that's the front.
Yes,
right?
Sit out,
So, but I wait him already, but he was the first to run. From the time he come in the door and we watch him,
it's dry.
He in front already, so when the people saw, he burst through the back. Everybody looking to see like what's going on, of course. Because the captain done jump overboard already.
Yes.
So people drawn in.
Yes.
Right. So alright, he ran. So we ended up reaching up to him. We wait him already.
Yes.
He ran.
He left.
Fights that happened in the church. Who see they send stone? I didn't see any stone, I didn't see any bottles, but I saw cutlass.
Jack handles,
I saw jack
cutlasses.
You get it? I saw some boxers, I saw karateka, all kind of things.
The whole
right?
Gladiators.
But all them run, because we're not alone.
Yes, it's just the two of us.
That they see what
they see they saw one each other the doors.
All right, but the two of us and the
Jah.
angels of Jah leading us through. That's why the whole world cried.
Yes.
These two little men cannot do that.
Yeah.
Right. So we passed to the back. At the back, when he think there, he had, I don't know if Charlie, so they call it there, some silver goblet. So he give us some foot move. Yes, he put himself like saying like he's fierce.
No.
To say that he will try to think his life.
Or humble himself.
He's like maybe a honcho, them big haha fellas,
Fat,
size and stuff. So you have the glass there, but he doing some foot move maybe to get an angle to bust us down, maybe to get the victory.
Yeah.
All right. We have foot moves of our own too, Yes, so we give our little foot moves and stuff. So when I wet him again, and I tried to strike him, the post ended up sticking to the ground. So right now, before he on fire, I on fire. So I start doing my tap dance thing, to get the fire off my foot. So then I say, oh boy, don't play Jafire, hot. All right. So then I end up getting an angle of him. So when I get to him there, he dropped the goblet, in his hand, because I have too much diamonds and pearls and different things in that.
Precious stones in it.
Outside. So when he pass outside, the next image pass inside, pass him coming inside. So that's when I see a female. But she was looking like she in her 40s, but they say she in her 70s. She's like, makeup and stuff. I didn't know, but nuns just put makeup to her because that's the whole thing, So she had makeup and stuff and thing. Hey, she even had fry hair too. Yeah, guys, they say the fry is for the whole, when you the whole and thing, All right. So she there, when she come inside, but before he ran, he said, don't do that.
In pathway.
In pathway. He said, Professor. But he still want to go and bust our head.
Yeah, I said
Professor, but he's
Professor.
All right, all right.
He want to lash.
It happened so, she come inside. So when she come inside now, she said,
the polish it.
Don't do that. You know that. But she still have an next footwork too. I don't know them people study Tai Chi or what.
Brother.
Yeah, man. Them people have them qualities.
Not we care for gym.
Yeah, man. So, but she's very skillful, So she do her a kind of maybe
Tai Chi
or whatever thing she try and come with there. Honestly speaking, I wasn't surprised, and she was light on her foot,
Yeah, very light.
For 73-year-old woman.
Like
wow.
Them this like them ninja.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pass
gliding,
pass so. So I try and touch her with the fire 1-2 times, but she was too fast for me. Because the move she was giving there. So eventually, when I see she get the better of me, she tried to bring the aggression thing. After she turned, I say, well, Cha,
she had to run outside.
There'll be no escape because that's the point. I struck her once, but they say 3 times, I struck her once. So, but I was in the air at that point.
Yeah.
Because she run for speed, so
you dropping a pace ball.
Like a pace ball, like some smoke behind, and she move. Oops. I just do a 2-foot step and I in the air and I just strike her to the head, So she ended up falling face flat, the whole eyes got black and stuff. But I don't know that. So you see the whole public now, start screaming and surrounding because hundreds of people outside. And they start cobbling, to
coming together,
run us down, and But cowards are there. Jano, brethren, sistren, the world soft. They're wicked.
Yes.
Desperate for blood.
Yeah.
But they're soft. You see, to endure
they're friendly,
and tribulation. But they're not nice, eh? Yes, they will give you things.
Yeah,
but when it comes to have love for humanity, to be there with you,
to
see you through full 100, you'll not find that.
You're afraid the world to get
right?
your soul.
So they tried to save her, but she was dead a long time, even before that day.
Before we touch her, yes.
Right? But to be indoctrinating the people for so many years and it come out today. Even in their own chronicles, you're finding it in the histories and the mysteries and, of the bloodshed and carnage going on. And to think that it's gonna just pass away so easily. You can't change history for your sake.
Yeah.
No, this is the time when the setting sun will re-rise for we.
Yes.
Right? Because you already have your half already.
What happens after you hit her? And the crowds.
She crashed and we tried. And from there we tried up to.
Did the mob chase you all out of the church?
But that's the work of the mob. We're not against the mob for that.
When the master tell the dogs fetch them,
they have to fetch you guys. So they ruling us and thing, we had
our posts.
War kind of thing, on the road and to defend ourselves. Dies when stones start flinging bottles. I get a bottle lash in my head and cutlass come to fly in my head and the handcuffs, but before the handcuffs. So they start going so we got it back.
But I didn't suffer from that, eh?
My brethren ended up, he tell me, brother, let's move.
Cross the river.
Let's cross the river. I tell him, brother, my vehicle not up to like a delay today.
Fruit dry.
My fruit dry in my body because on the streets, asthma, no kind of thing, all right. Yeah. But that's just the way it had to go.
So
but the police was on us already, eh?
Yes.
Don't move, and gunpoint. So I say, officers, pass to the other side. We ain't going nowhere. Because our intention, Jano, that we wanted them to know, it is we.
Look, we see our face.
When we return, eyewitness accounts of terror.
They had 2 pieces of wood and 2 cutlasses, and they started burning people.
It's been a long day without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again.
How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side. And now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
Let the light guide your way. Yeah. Hold every memory as you go. And every road you take will always lead you home. Oh, it's been a long day without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again.
The question we must ask is, how do I know that I am buying a quality window? Before making any purchasing decisions, we recommend visiting the company showroom where you can see, feel, touch, and operate life-size windows. Ask us what style and colors are available. Make sure you understand how they work, the ease of cleaning, and if replacement parts are readily available. Inquire about our laminated safety glass and/or impact glass. Ask for a demonstration of the hardware, because not all windows are created equal, especially when it comes to casement or awning windows. Do not only select a window based on price, but rather safety, fit, finish, and a team of local professionals with over 38 years of experience. Come speak with us. They're your windows and your world.
Are you Linda Joseph?
Yes.
You're late on your payments. I came to repossess the glasses.
Honey, who was that?
They report my glasses.
Honey, I told you. Had you gone to Vision Express and our credit union, you would have had 12 months to pay and 0 interest. And the best part is, you get a second pair of glasses absolutely free. The people.
Vision Express and your credit union. 12 months to pay off your glasses. No interest charges. No embarrassing debt collectors. Call us today at 457-7400.
It is the morning of Sunday, December 31st, year 2000. 20-year-old Kim John and 34-year-old Francis Philip have traveled from Pave to Castries, carrying wooden posts, cloth, gasoline, and matches. They knelt down to pray to Jah for strength to enter the symbol of the Vatican, and they asked him for guidance to use their torches to burn worshippers. By the time the smoke cleared, Sister Teresa Egan would be in a pool of blood, and Father Gaia's life was going up in smoke. 11 other Catholics were injured. The two Rastafarians now moved from hunters to the hunted. Holy vengeance was imminent.
I just came from and received Holy Communion. And I just kneeled down ready to pray. And I saw two fellas, fair-skinned fellas, one with a sack on him and his hair tie. And the other one didn't have nothing in his hair. They didn't have no mask, they're fair-skinned. And they just come on the left-hand side and they start with two big pieces of wood tied with a lot of cloth and with flames. They start burning people and they had two pieces of wood and two cutlasses. And they start burning people, just giving the people lashes. And they hit a priest, Father Gaia. He catch with fire, he run out. When he run out, all his self was in flames. He go outside there, they start tearing the clothes on him. On the other side, the nun was bleeding, the nun lied down on the ground, the nun was bleeding. Blood was passing through her nose and her mouth, right? And all the Bible was burning. They take out something in their pocket, they pour it on the fire in the middle of the church, and flames start sparkling. And all the Bible, all the altar burned, all the middle of the church, but the benches did not burn. And everybody started screaming and running out.
Kim, were you beaten by the police?
Yeah, severely. I even reached the stage of asking for water. Man, they came down on me, I tell you. They give me good licking, but they're soft.
Of course, cowards.
They try, but Jah was with me. Guys, I see cutlass, man. Come in my face. And it's just good, they're going. Lash up bottle. They give me injection in hospital 3 months. I eat it, I not tasting the food. Right? When they arrest me, they lift me up the ground like a piece of rag doll. My head there, burst at the end of a step. I feel my skull go inside one time, inside of my head. Right? They hold me, put the handcuff in my hand. They say, shoot me. I put my leg there. You have to be wise that time too. So I say, why them man not shooting me there? If them man not shoot me, they not to kill me. So I put my leg under my belly, right? So they lift me up, they go with me. So the mob, they dance on me, all kind of song. They dance on me, they touch me down, they touch me up, they pull me there, they beat me there. Just name it, I get it. I get it good too. So when they hold me now, but you know the police always late, it's only when crisis. The police come in like big excitement, they what's going on, you know, to just finish up what I've started. So the police hold me, while I in the police custody. So the police start bringing me at the back of the van. So I think, well, probably they're going to put me nicely at the back of the van because they respect, man. Those giants hold me there, and the giants lift me up in the air and drop me in the back of the van there. And the other big boys start thumping on me there in their boots. The only thing I was saying, Parfait Bouglassa. But what I was feeling is brakadak, bro, and the voice keep on going, Parfait Bouglassa. So somebody say, one of the police say, don't do the man that, and the other them saying like, do the man that. All right, so they try to break my neck. So they had a big tire. So at that time, at the back, I saw somebody maybe from the public come with a post like a 2x4, and they drop it there of mine. Bam! They drop that on my foot in the presence of the police. So I watch him in his eye. I see myself. I know where I did, right? So then now they push me in the corner. So when they try to take out, dislocate my neck, you know, I just pull myself, like drag myself lightly, and I push my head like in the corner of the tire. So it's like they couldn't really have grip edge on me, because I'm in the corner, more to the box area. But they come down my back, they come down on my waist, they come down. All right, so meantime it's central, thousands of people around. See, Kosebua, where the fellas that killing people, man? Let me have them, let me kill them. So the police and them come down, they say, him there, he's dead, like I'm dead, But Jah know, I was as weak as the word is spelled. So I shift myself. When I sat up, the crowd that was around the police, everybody back out. From my head, all down to my face. Myself is blood. Face swollen, big cut there, that open, top of my head open, But it's like I feel and I'm not feeling because like my whole body numb. The body fighting. When I say everybody run, all right. So then I struggle it and come down the van, man, they don't help me. All right. The police doing their job. You can't be against the police for doing their job, The fellas are not there to defend the poor. It's for the rich. Right, so the fellas do their work, All right. Kudos to the police. They do their work. They arrest us. All right, we go. When they help me from behind the van, they bring me down. They drop me like I almost fall to the ground because of my knees and everything. So they pick me up. They bring me inside Central. When they bring inside Central, place flooded with people. They had to put barrier, because gunshot could burst there. Like everybody had to storm the place. But that day, I saw big men cry. I've never seen that. Big men in society crying, tears like children in the Central Station, telling me, why is me? So when I said, but do you know me? He said, no, but I said, but when will you ever know me? But my throat was dry. So I asked for water. They said, give me some water. So I drank the water. They put me to sit down. So other people from the public now, they start giving them the leeway. Coming inside and trying to give me their share now because, everybody wants a piece. Yeah. Of the person that do that there, you understand? So kickstart fire and me there, And, different police commissioner, acting police commissioner, whoever there's a thing there, who try and boost my balls, no kind of thing, But my reflexes, in spite, like, thing they tell me, well, yeah, man, that one, you have reflexes, Me say that one have thing, all right. So I get one to touch up again, touch down again in the station. I start singing to relieve myself. Some say I'm mad, some say I'm of sound mind. So I start reasoning to myself and start, because I know where I did and I know well. So I start reasoning. So some of them start saying, well, I start seeing a light what I say, and some saying, it's Maja talking, right? So while the thing there, the police and them end up putting a hit on us there, on me in particular. In the fellas in the that is the usual thing that always happening, right? We find in the, they have their boys, right? Because there is one family will there, all against the lion, right? So you find that happening, they put a hit on me. But Jah always is me.
What do you mean they put a hit on you?
Like, touch me down.
They beat you again?
They tried to, but it didn't happen, didn't manifest.
At that point in time, did you regret what you just did?
No. After I get so much licks, man, maybe I could have regretted if I didn't have a reason. Or I was getting it good and, that always loved and proper care and society accept us and nurture, But to see it is worse and worse and worse and worse. My mom, my sisters, even men, even myself, they sold me into slavery at the age of 9, 10 on the streets to try to put food on the table, where I had to scream and fight for my life, almost being raped. Young man on the street, far more the youths and them that going through them things, where they molesting them and tearing them apart day by day.
How were you apprehended?
I've been apprehended the Sunday, the Monday, the Parker. It was one they call in, it was then time it was Sergeant.
Yeah, because I don't tell him he was there.
2. Don't listen to nobody, only 2. They caught one of them at the back of fight. A fella came in for a big piece of stick. He said he lashed them. He has his shop, he closed his shop, he saw the fellas was running, he gave them 1 lash. And when he gave him the lash, he fell and the police catch him and they're going with him. Whilst the police was going with him, he said that he was beating them, but I didn't see that. But I can tell you exactly, they took one to the station, the one that had the sack and the thing in his head like a Muslim. Don't listen to nobody, 2 of them. I was sitting 2 benches before the door when they entered the door, okay?
Reportedly, some were bludgeoned by use of perhaps 2x4. Some others were set alight by use of some fuel and torches which the men had in their possession. All told, 13 persons were injured during the attack. Unfortunately, Sister Teresa Egan died during the assault. Immediately, patrons set to capture one of the men as they sought to make their escape. And Kim John of Pave, a 20-year-old young man, was captured and delivered to the police. The other man, that is Francis Ricky Phillip, who is also known as Zionai, was captured in the Pave area this morning by the police.
We had 13 patients, 13 some critical, one left, but about 5 were critical. That's about 3 went home. We had.
We've also taken the opportunity to assess our country, the despair, the pain and the anguish, the deep pain and anguish that has been unleashed by this very, very cruel act requires that we share the pain with our people and nurse our country back to health.
We've been guaranteed support by the government in terms of the assistance for persons who need to go overseas. We have just received sad news that Father Guy is apparently getting very, very critical. And so we would like to ask the nation for his prayers, for him at this point, because the chances seem very slim that he might survive.
We, the clergy and religious of the Archdiocese of Cathedral, would like to express our deep indignation at the atmosphere of intolerance which has been perpetuated in this society through anti-authority rhetoric and the callous disrespect for religious differences that has manifested itself in anti-Catholic bigotry. This atmosphere of intolerance has contributed greatly to the promotion of the kind of attitudes which result in the senseless acts of violence witnessed at this cathedral.
Guys, in that period, St. Lucia was enraged.
Always enraged. He's not now enraged.
Yes, just was just like a bigger boiling, you know.
We claim to have a predominantly Catholic community.
Yeah. And that's why the crime rate is so.
You guys have an answer for everything. But at that point in time, St. Lucians wanted your head.
They still want our head, even before
we was born.
Yeah, man. But our forefathers, our foremothers, gone through. They built cities, the schools.
We St. Lucia.
Bust apart by horses and all things.
Were you prepared to die that day?
Well,
no, we had no death.
Right. But we know we facing that could happen.
When there's a time we could enter our Father's holy kingdom physically and spiritually, right? So if they had attacked our physical, that our irate, which is in the spirit, would reject, or which is expel the flesh, and then the irate, which is the spirit, would fly away to where it belongs. You check it, so there's no hard feeling there. You check
to see
that you regret
or
and
die, they'll kill you. No, but we all are faced in that situation. You know?
And we got nothing to lose.
So, in essence, what you did was jihad, holy war.
Jihad?
No, it's not.
We're not Muslim, man.
It's not a war.
Jihad simply means holy war.
No, but that is the Muslim thing. Man, no Muslim. Man is Rasta, man is defender.
Yes, check it.
Yeah, we're not there on jihad.
We're not there competing.
Bad boy style thing.
No religion.
No, it is a struggle of good over evil.
Yes.
Right? It is the hierarchy,
And there's a
the
holy fight.
world against the conquering lion of the tribe of Judah.
Yes.
Right? And against his sins. That's what's going on there.
Yes.
It is not we are the ones fighting to
Against.
have a position in the world. No, it's the world fighting against me.
An open and shut case for murder, right? But the trial, conviction, and sentencing of Kim, John, and Francis Philip set a new record for justice denied. When we return, an eye for an eye, or would the New Testament prevail?
An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth.
You've dreamt of it for far too long. Why wait? Let us help you live your dreams. St. Lucia Mortgage Finance Company Limited. Your way home.
Life is a series of triumphs and trials. The circle of life has all the usual certainties and, of course, the unpredictable. Just one can affect you and your loved ones. Sadly, many fail to prepare for the unforeseen. Thankfully, we've been here for over 138 years, helping you plan and recover. We offer peace of mind at that critical moment. GTM Insurance, sound, solid, and reliable. Call us today at 458-6300 or log on to gtminsurance.net.
Dear HIV,
I may have gotten you,
but you will never, ever get the best of me.
I take charge of my health.
I take my HIV meds every day, and because of this, my baby is HIV negative.
HIV treatment works. Get in care.
Stay in care.
Live well.
A message brought to you by the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
So now let's talk about your trial. First time you were tried, you were represented by Kenneth Foster.
Yeah. Mary Francis was there, she bailed off.
Miguel
Lawn was there. Higuiji, off the horse, the horse was too much.
Bail off.
Bail off. So, Jano Walters and Innocent, Mr. Innocent. They stay with Mr. Foster.
Yes.
Did you all guys take the stand?
No, they
we
never
ask,
allow
but they
us.
say no, they will try and turn us. But I tell them we have nothing to lie about.
Yes.
Right? Because it makes no sense to go before the judge and to lie of
Yes.
something. And when to go down on your knees, you can't pray.
Yes.
You see,
Your heart's
you
in
know
trouble.
you do something for a reason. You have to face your death. But you know when you pray to your Creator and you say, Jah, preserve my soul, you confess something there, you're free. So they kill you.
The first trial,
yes,
there were lots of media shots of you all on television openly laughing.
Of course.
Like we still do now right now.
Of course,
It seemed like a joke to you all.
You see, they will put it so as a joke because
Is joke
the other
to
thing
us?
is saying, all right, what is joke to us is death to them.
Yes,
and what is joke to them is death to us.
Kim and Francis have been remanded for over 14 years. They were both formally charged for causing the death of Father Charles Gaillard on April 26, year 2001. The accused were committed to stand trial on November the 15th, 2001. Justice Indra Hariprasad Charles sentenced them to death on the 30th of April, 2003. The defendants appealed their conviction to the Privy Council, who delivered judgments that the matter should be remitted to the Court of Appeal for their convictions to be squashed. The Court of Appeal ordered a retrial of both defendants on the 7th of July, 2009. The matter was now set for trial on 20th January 2013.
In 2003, Kim, John, and Francis Philip were convicted of murder in the brutal attack on worshippers at the cathedral during a New Year's Eve Mass. Although the Court of Appeal upheld the conviction in 2005, the Privy Council in 2006 had expressed concern that the issue of mental competence of the accused was not properly dealt with, and hence ordered a retrial. Both the prosecution and defense were preparing for the new criminal trial, and 23 of the 28 original witnesses were contacted. However, the trial is now off.
2 people died in the process. I'm sure there are Catholics who would want blood, who would want to see those young men hung. But it's not the position of the church. Because if we are to go that way, it goes against our own Christian ethos. And we are going back to the old Mosaic law of an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. And Jesus says no more.
Defense attorneys for Kim, John, and Francis Philip entered a guilty plea of manslaughter, taking into consideration what they contend is the mental state and diminished responsibility of the accused. Counsel Al Elliott says the prosecution has accepted the plea. He explains based on the verdict, the 2 men cannot be sentenced to death.
It means that we are able to address concerns that we had with regards to delusions and other mental conditions which may have caused the accused to have committed the acts which they readily admit to having committed.
It's understand that the Privy Council ruled that these guys were insane at the time that they committed the act. Now, last time I checked the law, if you are insane when an act was committed, you are unfit to plead. And now I head the DPP office, have this guy to plead guilty. That is nonsensical. It is ridiculous. They're trampling on the laws of this country. It is wrong what they have done just to get these guys convicted or sent or put away. This is completely wrong. You don't do that. You don't trample on the laws of the country like this. This is an outrage.
One of the victims who survived the 2000 attacks is not in agreement. Mr. Rez, who to date is unable to smell or taste, neither be exposed to the sun since the attack, is forthright in calling for the death penalty by hanging.
By putting them in jail and feeding them, that's not the way you fight crime. If you want to stop crime, you have to start hanging.
The first trial, when the judge read out that sentence, you shall be hanged by your neck until you are dead.
Twice, they said.
Yeah, twice after that.
And we hung him to one of the
prosecution. That is the one from
Dominica.
Yeah, that is Estefan.
Yes, he said, my madam
hung them twice. So I said, when he said, I got fire for you, crazy balling, Satan sniper, Satan worshipper, you know. Yes. So everybody like, you know.
Yes,
so we started reasoning. The judge reached a situation where she said her hands was hurting and stuff. You know? So we said, your finger hurting you, miss. But all ourselves hurting us. We've been sleeping on all the jail and everything. So we even give her invitation to her to come there as a female prisoner, but they took offense to that. But she came because they lock us in the segregation unit. You know, and that is a punishment unit. Yes. So when they brought us there for the first time, they left us there very cold. That's when I started feeling the effects of that cold and that cold feel. No outside reckon them kind of stuff, you know, real violation of rights.
Cannot speak to each other.
So I wrote to the court and I hide it in the case file, you know. And we bring it down to the court, you know. So when they go to the court, when they start going through it, they realize, you know, and then they give an order maybe to her out. And the next day, we end up seeing she passed it for a short skirt. You know, very pretty woman, Jurist. So she came, but we didn't see her. She spoke to us. She said, well, in the process of the trial, man, that she will deal with us because
if you don't know
when they ask of lenience or from us, we show no lenience, mercy, no remorse and stuff, you know. But believe you me, when I watch the judge was more confused. Yes. Because after the trial, the judge, I even heard the judge say, "Miss, see, them fellas is the fires, them fellas hot." Yes, because they say that's the first time they experience something so. Yes. They even say, the court get caught. Yes, because this is not a case of saying we come and file a lawsuit. No. It is a crime against humanity that is keep on going on for so many years, for centuries. That is still going on and today. Never to settle. Right? Even here today, they'd sentence you, and they will still cut your locks.
Yes.
The Muslim will come, you'll get all these things.
Yes.
You know? that violating Rastaman rights from the beginning. And that will go on until later time, because they will...
Guys, you are Rastafari. But other Rastafarians in St. Lucia say, hey, see them two guys. We're not like them, they're not like us, they're not Rastafari. We do not identify with them.
Yeah.
Your take?
Will not compete with them. You check it? Because my brethren will not divide from me, and I will not divide from him.
So you get back here and you're on death row. When you fall asleep in your cell in the night, what comes through your mind, man?
Yes, the perfect vibes remains.
Yeah, it's just another memory to our thought that we have passed through. And jail, we come in jail already.
Now, when they had us at the back, not from the old prison, they was persecuting us.
Oh boy.
They put us in separate cells.
Little
cells, smaller than the cells, those cells I would say.
Yeah.
And they would keep on bringing other prisoners amongst us, about 5, 6 of us in the cell. Some pieces of blankets. Check it.
A 6 by
and is fight among themselves.
Why
is we there till they were 2 of them fighting, then they pushing me and I end up resting on a nail. Tear my back.
Almost crippling that.
I fight for that.
Many St. Lucians believe that you two are cuckoo. You all are insane. What say you? Go ahead, Kim.
Well, regardless of I saying they right or they wrong, I'm not no clinical psychologist. So no matter what I say, you'll not go to your head.
Kim, answer the question, Kim. Answer the question.
Well, I feel myself normal mind. Humble youth, loving youth. Yeah, not I see myself as no mad person. Yeah. Like those I see, they see mad and paranoid and stuff. I don't see myself. I sleep properly at night.
Have you ever had any history of mental illness?
No.
Have you?
Not to my knowledge. No.
So right here now, you'd like it to be said that you are not insane.
It's not. We are mentally stable.
Right.
Yes.
And
so
what
any
we did,
sentence, whatever,
what we did,
remain to our position.
The consequences, which is 10 hung in after that,
yes.
15 hung in.
Yes.
Let the judge.
Weeping,
you see, he's a judge. He has his work cut out for him. Right? I've met honest men, but it's not easy to find an honest judge. In his jurisdiction, he feels he want to give us 1 million years. You see? 10 million, kill, whatever. We'll not the first.
They say one day.
One day. We'll not be the first or the last.
Yes.
But we know the struggle continues.
Because our forefathers go before.
And until Africa is free, that might be tomorrow.
Yes.
It will be 10 years from now.
Yes.
We're fighting.
It only take a great position for that greatness to happen. But if we all sit down on our butts, on our balls, and drink and party and all the time and see how people go down in that kind of way, that there'll never be freedom for black people.
There'll never be rights and justice.
Africa will never be free.
Yeah, because that's the world we feel, Perpetrator. You have to take a life in order to save a life. What an evil world, eh?
Yes.
You have to take a life. It's like without a shedding of blood, there is no remission. You have to take a life to save a life.
Yes.
Come on, man.
When we return, the moment of truth. If you were let out of prison tomorrow, would you attempt this again?
70% of all health decisions are influenced by lab results. Delivery of accurate, reliable, and timely results has been our mandate for over 20 years. We are Laboratory Services and Consultations Limited, generating hundreds of lab tests each year while delivering quality, personalized, confidential service, one client at a time. With a reliable network of regional and international partners, all tests are conducted with patient care in mind. Laboratory Services and Consultations Limited, saving lives and caring for people. We focus on results so you can focus on what's important. Telephone 459-2200.
So, you've heard we have the widest variety of fresh fruit and vegetables. We specialize in Indian products, a variety of salt fish and ivory seasonings. Plus, we've expanded to serve you better. Still not sure where we're located? Okay, come with me. Susie's Variety. Small store, big love.
The project needs what? Block, sand,
cement, BRC, and concrete. You all cannot find it. Lucius, moi besoin toutes ces bagailles ça pour demain. Ek mani temps pour aller tout partout.
Quand ça on a le corin côté Renoir, nous connaissons tout bail dans seul gazon.
Awa, pas Renoir, n'importe l'autre côté, mais pas Renoir. Lucius, nous ha gaspillé un chaitan et puis gaz caché ces matériaux ça. Mais ça pour faire encore. I need those materials for the guys to start working, or the project will not finish on time.
Just to wait. Moi j'ai do tout bail c'est correct no boy.
Okay.
All right.
So this
The best hardware store that you're looking for.
Welcome to our site, sir. How may I assist you?
Everybody don't know in Corinth, that's where we are. Renault is the best by far.
Yes, we have everything you need. Come with me.
Between the roof and floor, we got all you're looking for. More and more and more.
Eh ben ça, oui, tout bagaille c'est Coreno.
Renault Construction and Industrial Products, Corinth Grocery.
There is a climate of injustice which reigns on certain accused. Droplets that are scattered at random, and most times in accordance with who the accused and the victims are in St. Lucian society. The case against these two men is a clear indication of the abnormality of the justice system in St. Lucia. Why did it take 14 years to sentence two men who had given a full confession to the police from the very first day they were arrested? On the 24th of April 2014, Justice Francis Cumberbatch sentenced Kim John and Francis Philip to 25 years to life. However, their sentences must be reviewed after 25 years to ascertain whether they can be reintegrated into society. Justice Cumberbatch said, in a statement, y'all said, if y'all were released from prison, y'all would do it again. Therefore, I am adding a sentence of life imprisonment as a safeguard for society from you two. If y'all had another chance, would y'all do it again?
Life goes on.
Yeah, just the same. So His Majesty won't lead me through because, like I said from the beginning, He lead me through. It's His will. I can't make it on my own. On my own, I'm a coward. Right? Yeah, on my own, I'm a coward.
That doesn't answer my question, guys.
It does.
Yes, we do.
If you had another chance, if you were let out of prison tomorrow,
yes,
would you attempt this again?
Like I said,
I will answer you.
Something to just see you get up and go and burn a church.
No, we told not go through that.
Right? The Spirit leads you.
Yes.
The struggle, the tribulation. Yes. You reach at a point where they're going to push you over.
You let them push you over.
Right?
You push them
but
over.
We don't need no more trouble.
We don't need no war.
Check it. His love. Yes. We need, that's what we promote.
Yes, equal rights and justice
right?
amongst
we need
all of us. We take it on equality.
So then when we build our communities, man,
yes,
that they will say, yes, boy, them people is not the people that was breaking shop and this and that. You know, the finger will point somewhere else.
Yes.
Right now, we are the ones facing all the street shots and all the accusations.
You know, drive
so
by
we that one people,
street,
man,
you know,
we don't need no gun because the bad boys and the police and all those that go in and doing all the injustices.
Links and chains from a leader there.
They will think twice.
I'll ask each of you this question, and you all will address it separately. The time limit is 1 minute. Please don't go over 1 minute. Kim is first. Kim, if you had to look into the camera, the people, Father Gilead, Father Gayad, Sister Teresa, some of the other members of the congregation who got burnt, if you had to look into the camera and speak to them for 1 minute, what would you say?
Well, I'll tell them, if they didn't take example from what happened there that day, and it was just like some revenge, you know, like some bad boy dealing thing or something. No, think twice. Look within themselves. Listen to the little children that speak to them, right? The little ones that grow telling them about the situations that they have been through and going through. Just for a little, tomorrow, that will not happen again. Because even if we try, it will be worse, right? As long as they suffer, the innocent, the mirrors of society will come down at them.
What would you say to them?
Well, I would tell them the way of life is to face reality. So if they choose to get me wrong today, they always get me wrong before today, which is day before yesterday, or how many years before, as we know, you check it. But if they want to know the truth, it's seek the truth. It's all within them. They say like, mode ko question. You check it, ki kote ou ye, ki position ou la. You check it, them kind of ways before they go casting and judging and condemning. You check it? Love is the answer. One love.
Is there any hope of being free someday?
Freedom in the air.
Oh boy, I feel free all the time like now as you see that day.
Yes.
And I know I've seen the doors open.
Yes.
Because when I just came in, I was seen inside of prison. Right now I'm seen outside.
Yes.
All right? I'll be free.
The bars be in our back.
I'll be free.
You check it?
And man,
yes,
not just free. I gotta have wings and fly away because that interview there, Rick Queen, Russell Lake, come on, man.
And prison changed no man.
Yeah, man.
All the programs they have in there, that's just a game. Who goes repeating themselves, will go repeating themselves. Who change before they reach in prison.
Yeah, man. You check what you are.
And they leave prison as a changed man because they came as a changed man. But if you come as a rat, you live as a rat.
Francis, you have 3 children, Troy, Tanish, and Tamiko.
Rubai, Levi, and Monai. Yes, my darlings.
This is the system name.
Yeah.
It's Troy Denver, Philip, you take it, Tanisha, Philip, and Tamika. Philip.
Do you want to say anything to them?
Yeah, I love them.
Lovely.
You check it. There's not one night, one day I don't remember them or pray for them that one day we'll be together in one fold.
Yeah, because I've never met her for 14 years.
For 14 years I left my son. He was 10 years. The daughter was about 7. The next one was about 4. You check it. And right now, my second daughter, there's a grandchild for me to meet. A grandson. You check it. And my son spoke to my brethren over the telephone recently, and he said how things are rough outside. Now, what that's in my mind there, that I don't want him to go and fall for the trap, which is going to commit himself and go and touch somebody else's thing and he gets shot or stabbed or being arrested and to come and find me here, which is I will not find a problem he meet me here because I'll try my best to protect him in here. You check it? But it would be better that we outside and living as one and not falling for the traps and cracks and ditches and holes that the system has set for us, the poor black people. You check it? Yes, so I love them, and I'll always love them.
As well. That's my loving ones.
Yes, we love all humanity.
Them, and have them to keep away from the streets. But you know, like I said, like my mom, sometimes the struggle is bigger than you. It only takes somebody to come and tell you, man, you're not in this alone. And that's just the way it is. That's what we need to hear, and just a little comfort and attention, and everything gonna be smooth, man.
Time is the healer.
Tamika, Troy,
yes, time is the healer. We be together at once.
Thank you very much, guys.
Could go on and on, the fool has never been told. Could go on and on, the fool has never been told. Could go on and on, the fool has never been told. Could go on and on, the fool has never been told. Could go on and on, the fool has never been told. Could go on and on, the fool has never been.